page.
Okay,
Melissa,
setting up your meeting.
It's now streaming on Facebook. Looks like we're good to go.
You're wonderful. I still have setting up for your meeting on Facebook Live. Let's see, done, redirecting. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo! We are going live. So I'm going back to Zoom
retrograde, we're going to do this.
Yes, and you know what?
Everything. Someone told me that the other day, and I'm like, now I'm going to use it as my excuse for everything.
That's right. It's not surprisingly, but you know what? Even because of that, and I'm going to send a big thank you and a shout out to you, Sue. No matter what has happened, I am showing up now, and I want to thank you because you have that beautiful attribute about you, and I show up most of the time, but you have something has switched in my head now. Well, darn it, you know what? Like I met you, we're doing this. I'm committing. I'm showing up. We are here. This is the time to start feeling
we're alive.
So this is so even after the interesting evening I had driving through Kitchener and back again, it's like, you know what? We're here. We are sharing this. We're going to do this.
Well, no, and you know what? It's so easy to quit. But the thing is, like, if you don't do it, you're not going to feel good after. So, and the thing is, even if you're tired, like after the first 5 minutes of being tired, you're going to feel amazing. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know what, you just got to push through the first like fake tiredness feeling. And then you're just like, no. And then by the end, you're like, I can go to a party after this.
Yes.
Okay. We're on. So I'm going to share you. Hi, everybody. I'm sharing you to my Facebook.
Awesome. And we could even, we could even, I'm going to go ahead and hit a watch party just for fun as well. Just for fun.
Okay, but then I think sometimes I have to be careful with watch party because then I don't get all your comments.
Oh shoot, that's right.
So, but I'm hopefully gonna try, guys. If we don't get your comments, please don't be upset. This is new for us and we're really trying to figure out how to get the comments. So yeah.
Yes, I think if they go to the main showing from Melissa Melissa T Downer page, and that's where we'll aim to gauge our comments from that.
Okay, so I am on that page on my other computer, and here I'm not showing the Facebook Live, but maybe it's just taking a minute to load.
Maybe I should stop this because.
Stop what? I think we're on. We got 2 viewers.
The watch party.
You and me.
No, watch party as opposed to just the normal stream.
Okay, but maybe it doesn't matter.
Okay, awesome.
We'll try. You know what, guys? It's not a perfect science. We're really here to share information. And you know what? Make it till Christmas time at least. So I think today we're on chakra number 3.
3.
Right? So give us a little something, Melissa.
Yes, we're going to go into our hearts today. My favorite conversation also goes into heart brain coherence when we're at the heart, because this is where our true compassion comes in. And actually, we listened to a bit of one of my Greg Braden audiobooks today, and he always talks about compassion is a science, and it's something that I thrive to live with and in every day now. Because it's so important to feel compassion in our heart, because through this compassion and feelings is where we can open up, feel the compassion for everyone of mankind, humankind. I like to add to that as well, where we can share love and compassion, and where we open up. This is a space where we can open up to our own intuition and awareness, where we can receive the guidance and the love throughout our daily lives to help us through everything we're going with and dealing with.
And you know what? I think it's a really good time because it's like this is family time, and like normally it's family time, it's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas, this, like, people want to spend time together. You do, like, it's really a fun fiesta getting us ready for Christmas. So I think it's perfect.
Yes. So, and of course, I know we don't like to focus too much on like the concepts of COVID, but we know that when we're going through rough times, we also need extra tools not just in our toolbox, extra tools in our heart, to pull it out and to utilize these tools where we can help each other out, and we can within ourselves, and we can start feeling better, because once we start feeling better, we're going to feel much better to be able to take care of our loved ones and our families and our friends and everything like that. So this is huge. This is a huge one, guys. This is huge.
I'm excited about this one, actually. It's kind of putting me in a good mood. So
yes, wonderful. This is huge for us all to open up. Yeah. How many years now? Well, I'm saying my age, but no, getting there. Yeah, it's that many, many years of practices to build this up, and we can all do this. Once again, I share that we all can do this. Open up to it.
Do you think at different times you work on different chakras, like different times of the year?
Yes, as well. And there's actually something I read, and I find it fascinating. It's relating to that, but not quite each chakra, but opening up to our own awareness. I found it fascinating. And I wish I had it in front of me now that this has come up. At different age groups, there's opportunities for us to open up at, whether we're going to start with an infant, and we're going to start at like 4 years old, then 12 years old, then 23 or 24 years old, and then 33 years old, and then maybe 38 years old, and then I think I don't quote me, but I think 42, and then like 48. There's different ages where it's this information kind of from reading mystical stuff and like Essenian ancient healing stuff, is that our ancients knew about our innate healings in our body, and apparently these different age is something that can open up. There'll be a shift within us that can open up to this. So I found that fascinating. And it's like you have a chance to put it in layman's terms, there's a chance to jump on the train at a certain age, and if wherever you're going in your life, you can jump on. If you're not on it, then you know what, all of a sudden you're going to reach the next age, and then you're going to hop on this train, and then there's another opportunity, a shift. And I just found that fascinating, because that's just something I literally read within the last year.
Okay, well, that's good. That's kind of top of the mind.
So, yes.
So what do you love most about this? Is it that you just keep learning stuff every year? Like that's what I'm liking. Like I feel like every year I get older, I'm getting maybe smarter, but like just still filled with more fascinating information that literally I can use in my everyday life.
You got it. That's it. This information keeps coming in. Knowledge it's funny, a lot of it's ancient knowledge that's coming back to us, that's being rebirthed into a lot of conversations in society now, and a lot of people were talking about opening up our awareness and our consciousness, and this is huge. And so where I'm taking everything aspect with my intuitive healing with this is that I like to share this, because we're at an age where it's really becoming strong. The conversation is great about consciousness and inner healing, and going in, and it's important how we want to heal ourselves, and then we can help other people out, heal them, and that we're like, well, to help share this, which they can help open up and heal.
Well, and I think, you know what, everyone kind of got tired of just all the stuff outside, instead of focusing so much outside of ourselves, I think everyone really is changing and honestly taking a look inward and starting to, starting to do the work on themselves, because I think, as you're young, you grow up and then you just get caught up in the rat race, so to speak. But I think, and plus the timing, plus we're aware of so much information because of the internet. Like, we have social media, we have Google to check any information we want and learn whatever things that we want to, we can get information from all parts of the world. And I think what I'm seeing is that this consciousness is opening up all over, because I'm myself, even I'm having conversations with people all over the world. And everyone's kind of going through the same learning, you know what I mean? Kind of change of life stage experience. So I'm loving it.
Me too. Yes, it's fascinating. Just the connections, the heartfelt connections being built and made, and our awareness growing through them, and we're all sharing. And once again, going through more healing. I'm just also been part of joining another meditation group that I joined, that I'm not teaching. And once again, inner healing is going on. And going back to the point, I did love how you said about, we are Googling for more information. But that I'm backtracking again to what opening up to our own awareness is, where so much knowledge and information we can receive. And once our heart is open enough, we can receive this inner guidance. And I love how even Greg Braden speaks of it. We have our own inner technology. And once we learn how to access that, we can do we can do almost anything. As you see and witness the, how we have the internet here. We don't see the waves going, but we trust that it's, look, you're in Mississauga, I'm in Georgetown, and you give clients across the other part of the world. We don't see the connection, but we know it exists. So that's what I love to share, going inwards into our, using in our consciousness and opening up our true innate abilities of intuition. It does the same thing. You can't see it, but these messages and information is being passed through the field from one person to the next. And that's I love to share that. This is just as powerful.
It's a common understanding, right? We all have this understanding now that it's there, like energy passes from each of us.
Yeah. Yeah. And some people say, well, we can't see it. Well, we can't see the internet. Like, we don't see the waves, do we? No, it's there. We know it. Like, we're here. Oh, you're mute. Oh, you talking to someone? You got someone else over there? You mute. Okay. Whew. So now we've just got warmed up here, I think, right? We just did our warm-up exercise. That was our warm-up.
It's like, yeah, our 15-minute
I love
warm-up.
that.
All right, tell us something we didn't know before today.
Yes, today we are going to start with, as Sue and I have been going week by week, we've been discussing the different chakras, and today we're on chakra number 3, which is our heart chakra. And so I love to go into a little bit of that, and we're going to go into a little opening up exercise, and then even a little extra with the heart brain coherence exercise. We're going to combine it all together.
Yeah. And just in case you guys know, the first chakra was the sacral, right? Or the root chakra?
No, root chakras is number 1. Yeah.
And then the second was the sacral?
Sacral chakra. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go number 3.
Oh, Sue, I was jumping ahead. We're not doing heart chakra today. We're on chakra number 3, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was getting so excited. I was jumping ahead, Sue. Number 3 is solar plexus.
Do whatever one is exciting for you right now, because that must be the one that we need to share with the world.
Yes, that sounds lovely. I'm going to do that today. And then next week, we're going to go back to solar plexus, which is the 3rd chakra. Today, we're going to talk about chakra number 4, which is our heart chakra. And as we sit here, I'll chat about it, and then we can actually go into a nice little opening exercise. So, of course, our heart chakra is in the center of our chest, and it's a beautiful, beautiful green, and green representing love, compassion, and healing is well represented with the color green. So many, I'm just going to go bit by bit here, little bits of everything here. Of course, we're going into our heart, our lungs, our heart, our bronchus, our thymus, representing going into our hands, our respiration, hypertension, and muscles. And even everybody knows how the heart is the ring finger. It's connected to the meridian, and also I think one of our nerves and one of our arteries it runs from our heart down to our ring finger. That's why, in essence, people wear the ring finger on this finger, because it's such an energetic connection with the meridians in like Chinese medicine, and also our nerves and our all that fun stuff. So
actually, I never knew that.
Of course, I'm going to get into, of course, our heart. We have love, relationship. Oh yeah, I remember doing qigong a couple years ago, and it's like, just of course learning the meridian lines and things like that, going open with the heart and the lungs. It's like, yeah, that's why we were doing that. It's our connection to our meridian line. Yep. I know there's we could do another show on meridian lines in Chinese medicine, because there's so many energy centers within our body, where here we're starting with our chakras, right? There's so many things we can talk about and learn about.
Process. Go girl.
It is. So of course, going back to even like our emotions, relationships, love, self-acceptance, self-control, compassion, guilt, forgiveness, harmony, peace, renewal, and growth. There's so many concepts in our life that belong with our heart energy. And of course, on the other side of things, we we'll say like physical issues that can come up with say more blocked heart chakras. We're going to high blood pressures, passiveness, lethargy, asthma, immune system, breathing difficulties, ammonia, pneumonia, not pneumonia, sorry, pneumonia, emphysema, cell growth, muscle tension, heart problems, and chest pain. This is all within our heart energy. And there's just so much to talk about. We can, with different issues of the heart, the love, when people say they're feeling a broken heart, learning, like within going into our heart through meditation and through these exercises we're going to show you, is that how we can help open our heart, clear our blockages, and feel these emotions that are coming up. That's the idea. We need to feel this. We just can't push them all away. Let them arise, and then to have the energy move is like I said, good cry. We're gonna emotion is energy in motion. So to open up and allow that releasing through that aspect of crying is so, and feeling it, but letting it like coming through you is so healing. And that's what my intention is to help everybody learn to do, is to help bring these emotions forth and allow for healing at a soul level. That's how I like to put it. One quick story about, I always have Greg Braden stories, but I'll make it quick. In some of his lectures, he's talked about his mother had years and years ago, he developed heart palpitations, and he went and got checked out, the doctor's ECG, chest X-ray, everything, all the tests came back normal, but he was still having heart palpitations, and he couldn't sleep at night for a couple of days. Like, it was just so strong. And interesting fact that came up with him is that his mother actually was also diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So it's in essence, he was experiencing a loss of his mother, going through that. Like, that's a loss and grief when you're experiencing that. That's literally how our heart can be affected, by experiencing the feeling of loss. And where any medical document, like tests showing it's like nothing is abnormal, but within their physiology, it is affected through the 100 million gazillion hormones and chemical reactions, with essence, are connected to all our emotions. It all plays factor in our health and our body. Okay, and when we can,
no, I just have a question with that. So it's like because he knows his mom it's the thought in his mind. That was kind of what the heart was doing to him, was having the palpitation. Because I was actually talking to someone today, and their daughter was having a lot of pains in her heart. She'd been in the hospital, and they'd done 100 tests, like not 100, but you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with her heart. She's not feeling bad. But like, like someone that was close to her had just passed recently, and she's a young girl, and she had 3 deaths, in her entire span of like 20 years. So now this third person has passed, and she ended up having some serious pains in her heart, but they couldn't figure it out. And then they just let her out. But it's maybe the grief that she has to kind of do you let go of that? Like, would we like healing your heart chakra, being like letting go of that and process it? Okay, excellent. Thank you for that. I needed to know that.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing that. I love that story too. It did help show that this is how our emotions truly affect every cell mechanism and other hormonal and chemical reactions.
And how powerful the brain is, right? Because it's like the brain is just taking in the information of someone passing or something happening. Like, it's like basically what's creating all of this to do all those different things.
And that's what actually we're going to talk about today, the heart-brain connection. I like to share the heart has its separate brain type thing. It's its own separate thing. And this in essence controls this. This doesn't control that. This controls this. That's huge. And we're going to go into that after, but I'm going to start with just demonstrating going into our heart chakra.
Okay.
Which is chakra number 4. Not 3 people, number 4. Sorry, that was too funny. So we're going to go in, and I'm just going to, yes, that's right. Once again, going and take some nice deep breaths. We're all going to ask everybody to join in. Nice deep breaths, breathing in with your nose, counting to 4, and then holding for 4, and then releasing on 8 out of your mouth. So we'll just try this. And once again, I like to share our breathing calms our body, calms our nervous system. As you slowly start yourself feeling and releasing some tension in your shoulders falling down. I want you to imagine beautiful green light. And I want you to imagine this right in the center of your chest. And I want you to imagine this turning and spinning and opening up and opening up and expanding. Some people like to hear like they're opening a flower. But if not, just imagine a disc, beautiful green disc, opening and turning and expanding within your heart center here. And I want you to pay attention to any feelings or sensations you might be feeling around your heart or your emotions in your body, or any changes you might be feeling, or any visions that might come to your mind, anything might come into your thoughts happening. And if anybody's having difficulty, if you're having a hard time imagining that big green light opening, expanding, that's okay too. Just kind of send the area some love. All righty. We'll just kind of all open our eyes a bit now, and we'll kind of come back into focus. And just kind of pay attention to what you might have been thinking, feeling, any sensations. And once again, when we're going into our heart chakra, especially meditation, we're looking for, is it bright? Is it spinning? Is it opening and turning vibrantly, or is it a little bit murky and harder and a little darker? Then we just kind of pay attention to, obviously, to what's going on in our life can be causing these things. So the exercise itself of going into each chakra is opening up the energy centers, and where our energy is opening up, where we can once again open up to our own intuition and awareness. And then, which leads me to the next exercise about the heart. That actually starts with it all begins with this, is the it's heart brain coherence, but it's the connection between our hearts and our brain that is huge. And once you allow this, like, to me, it's when I go into, say, meditation and energy work, it's automatic for me now. But when it's the process itself, I'm going to take step by step, is when you want to apply this into your life, is just put your attention on your heart. And if you want to touch it, then, the attention is going to go there. And then closing your eyes with our attention on our heart, we want to help open up and feel love and compassion. We're going to imagine our loved ones, our family, our kids, our pets. And step one is to open up to this feeling when we can just have this love and opening feeling in ourselves. And sometimes when you start this, emotions come, you can feel like emotions and teary-eyed right away. Then you're in the right spot. You've opened up to your heart. And I get cold shivers just saying that, because that's I know I'm there, where that feeling of love and compassion is. And this is heart opening awareness, when you're in this space, is when you can bring forth so much into your life, feeling this love and compassion. And once again, feeling gratitude is another big word I want to use, is gratitude. Being in this space, it's huge when you can feel the love, compassion, gratitude for our loved ones and everything we have in our life, is when we can expand and bring even more into our life. in this space is when we want to go in and feel like everything we want in our life, that we already have it. I like to share that being in this space, if someone's looking for a great relationship, a great new job, this is a space you want to be in. Feeling that you have this great, you're living your life with this great new job. You're living in this life in this relationship. How do you want to feel when you're in this relationship? How do you want to feel when you're in that new job? How do you want to feel when you travel? Feeling that within you is what helps bring forth and manifest so much into your life. The abundance, feeling the abundance brings it forth into your life. When we're looking outwards, saying, oh, I wish I had that, and I wish I had this, I wish I had that great car. When you're feeling you don't have it, then you're feeling lack. And going into the heart space, we don't want to bring in lack, because then that's what we can bring forth. We don't want to bring that forth. We want to stay in this opening feeling. I love compassion and gratitude, where we actually, how would you like to feel? You go so deep. How do you want to feel within that great relationship? How do you want to feel driving that new car down the highway? How do you want to feel on the airplane when you're traveling to a new destination? And how do you want to feel on the beach when you get there? That's so huge. Going in and feeling this, that you already have it, where the true abundance comes in. That's the whole power of the heart brain coherence. And it can go from being so vast is bringing in that so much new things, as well as just sitting in a space every day of love and compassion. Within a few minutes and getting this space, it can bring calm and ease and peace into your days, as into your hour, your minutes, however you want to stay with this. It's something, once you get there, it feels so good. And know and trust that you can get back into this feeling anytime you want to. In the middle of a little squabble or argument, in the middle of a crazy work day, know and trust you can sit down and go into this heart space, and relaxation can occur, and go into that feeling of love and compassion and gratitude. And it opens up so much, and it can make your day.
Well, and you know what? I think that's what people have to remember too, is they have to, like, you're going to go through the world, circumstances are going to happen, and you're going to be kind of pulled out of this space, right? Because your brain is going crazy. You're driving in the car, there's traffic, you forget something.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good reminder to tell everybody, like, you have to consciously make like, whatever, pull the car over, pull in a parking lot, take a couple breaths, really get back
Yeah.
into that space. It's like, you can do it. And I think as you do it, like when I first started to do it, my shoulders were still tense. Like, it takes me a while, I think, just because I guess I hadn't done it all day or meditated or anything. But it's true. It's like, just as you keep breathing, I think, and you start thinking about feeling the abundance or whatever it is, or that excited feeling, or that this
Gratitude.
is feeling gratitude. I think as your
Yes.
shoulders relax, then you start to become more like it just basically calms you right down. So I think when you're done, then as you're going to go back into this world of all of this stuff happening, it's going to be so much easier to navigate.
It is. And one other lovely point I like to add to that is that 2 days ago, one of the days started out great, and I was in that great space of feeling abundant and open. And I'm driving, and literally, as I'm coming in, cars are naturally merging to the other lane, moving out of my way so I can make my turn out. It's like I look over and boom, boom, there's 2 or 3 cars just moving out of my way. And when you go into your day with feeling that gratitude and love, that everything is all and well, your day starts off that way. You will be moving into things where it's like, is if the universe, like, you set the course of the day and the tone for your day, and through the universe, and the energy vibes that you have set that, and it will begin to happen. Where if you go out in a day, you're rushing, you're hurrying, you're gonna see nobody letting you in, you're gonna be stopped at every light. And I've practiced and I've played with this, and it works. Where the other day, it was like, and when it was happening 2 days ago, it's like, I'm thanking again, because I knew that the flow was so great that day. So when we can feel it in our daily life, it's like, this stuff works good.
Well, no, and it's really like you start working with the world. It's, you know, because a lot of people fall into that, especially now with COVID and the way, you know, whatever's happening, people fall into that like, oh, this is happening to me, you know, like nothing or whatever, nothing good happens to me. Life is so hard. But it's just like if you can, you know, kind of if you start doing these little exercises and start paying attention to you being inside and knowing that you can make yourself feel a certain way, it's like then it's not happening to you anymore. Maybe something's happening, but you're able to like find the solution to what's happening.
I'm going to steal a line from my dear friend Elvira's Hopper. She has a lovely program, and she always loves this saying, and I love it. It's not happening to you, it's happening, things are happening for you in life. And once you can embrace that, you can meet that challenge a little more with an open heart, with more ease. So I love that. I'd share that one from Elvira. Yes, it's happening for you, not to you. That's
well,
huge.
and I think that's what people are reminded, especially right now.
Yeah.
And plus we're given the time to try these exercises. You know what I mean? Like because like the world has slowed down a little bit, it's like, you know, you actually have the time to go to a yoga class, you know, because you can't be at the mall 24/7 or be out and about or in a restaurant. You know what I mean? It's really nice.
If people can
quitting, you start filling your time up with like learning some of these little tools, because then the advantage of the tool that you're going to have maybe post COVID or once this is over and we're back in the world is going to change your experience.
It is 100%. And thank you for sharing that point, because there's some other people where it's like, oh, is it going to take me time to do that? Oh, really? I have to sit down in the evening? Like, oh, really? It's like, yes, but once you do it, it becomes such a great part of your life, and with health, abundance, and so much. So it's kind of funny how you just said that. It's it doesn't take hours and hours and hours every night, but once you sit down and just begin it and you can feel it. For me, it was really easy to do because I jumped in and I started doing this over 12 years ago. I loved it. So to me, it wasn't hard. It wasn't difficult to sit down in meditation and join this back then it was in a circle of like-minded people, with my other spiritual teacher, Angela. And it was like, I loved it. I couldn't wait to every week to go. It's like, oh my God, what's going to come up today? What's going to come up today? And now it's like, I don't have to wait now, because I just every day now I can, what's going to come up today.
But you know what? I think for people, because I just started meditating this summer, and it was like even for 30 minutes. And sometimes I'd find myself like when I first started, now I can do about 30 minutes. But like, you know, that little battle you have in your brain, like, should I do it now? It's not a good time. Maybe I'll do it later. I don't seem to, and then finally I'd say to myself, I'm like, it's 3 minutes. It's like walking to the kitchen and getting a glass of water. You know, like sometimes we kind of like play with time in our own minds, even if it's a short amount of time. It's hard. And I think because it's not easy for people to just be like, just be.
You got it. Just to be.
And do nothing and just whatever, look inside yourself, maybe look inside your mind, try to turn your mind off. I think like that was one of the hardest things during to learn about meditation. And it's true. It's like, by the time I got to 30 minutes, I was like so excited to get to the next day to do it again, because I was finding like, you know, after I would sit and I would look inside, all these exciting things would happen to me after, you know, like the whole day after that was amazing. So I think like I totally understand that when you get excited to do it, but the key for everyone
is a little bit fuzzy there, Sue. I heard most of it, but it was a bit fuzzy, silly Zoom.
Yeah, I think, and you're frozen on my screen, but I think we're just gonna roll with it.
Oh, I can't hear you, Sue. Sorry.
Okay, well maybe I'm on mute. No, I'm not. Are you okay? Is Melissa still with us, guys? Let's see. Are you with us? This is the beauty of Facebook Live. I'm just hopping on and telling her that she's frozen. Oh, we lost Melissa for a second. Okay, are you there? Okay.
Yes, I'm back. Are you back, Sue? Yes, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. It happens every week.
Yeah, it's okay.
I might have to go upstairs if this is going to keep happening. I hope not. Cross fingers.
No, I think we're okay now. I think we're good right now. I don't know what happened. You just froze, and then but now you're back, so that's good.
Oh, but it says your internet condition is unstable again. It might drop.
Melissa is frozen. Yeah, someone, Janet just commented, Melissa is frozen. Oh, there she is. And I was like, yeah, welcome to the world of Facebook Live. We don't have a production team.
I'm going to post it.
Okay.
I know.
All right. Anything else about heart brain coherence?
I was going to, I was going to share something about, yes. Oh, you're a little bit frozen now. Hopefully we'll get through this. Oh yes. The idea of taking the time throughout the day to go into this lovely exercises. I just have to share this really quickly. Out in the East, a lot of families have, like, I'm going to just say, a lot of the traditions of where ancient like healing comes from. It's so prevalent now. It's arising throughout everywhere, but it's something that I have to share. A lot of people in the East grew up knowing a lot about this, our inner technology, the processes of energy healing, where us in the West, we weren't quite, not all of us was raised that way. And it's something that we have found and discovered as we get older, I find. I just like to share a bit of that, where it's there's just so much I could say about that. So, and I don't want to say too much, but I could go on about that as well, where it's reawakening these inner healings. It's a reawakening within our consciousness and within everyone in our world. We're all coming alive with this now. And it's waking a lot of people up, and we're all like, wow, we can all do this. We can all get this interconnection going. And, that's huge. So yeah.
Well, and that's it. Like, it's not a new concept, because I studied therapeutic touch like years ago, but that's what I'm saying. Like, all of this stuff has been around for ages, except for the fact that because I like to call it like we live in the new world, right? So it's like, but living here, we weren't privy to all that information because, we had hospitals and doctors and things like, you know what I mean? So that's the stuff that we just kind of grew up on and learned. We didn't know. Well, how would we do it if there was no one around? How would we take care of ourselves? How would we self-sustain? Because we never had to.
Yeah, you're right. It's been thousands and thousands of years.
All of this stuff, like, these are what these other countries, because they've been around longer, that's where they started, and then they kind of got to where we were, but they still kept the old traditions. And I think because, North America is really founded on immigrants, it's like, we don't have a lot of these old stories and traditions, like, passed down. We're getting it from where our ancestors immigrated from. So we're only getting bits and pieces.
I find the native Indians, they themselves had those stories passed down to them. They had the oral stories. And of course, you see the writing on all these walls and caves and temple and all that stuff. They had this tradition passed down. And I don't want to get into too much of this because it'll get me a little bit upset on the other side of things, where the trueness and the nature of the indigenous, they knew about this. It was passed down, and where it was blocked in society. And now it's coming back again, of course, but it's something huge that
well, I think people blocked it because to block it is also is business, right? We have to be also realistic and aware, right? If everyone, and I'm not saying like you can heal yourself from a disease or anything like that, but like, it's also about business came into it and they weren't able to share their stories. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like we kind of missed out on that. And it wasn't until we all grew up and we were like, no, we want to learn, because I'm very close with like Indigenous people. So it's just like, I want to learn about saging and cleansing the house, because it's like when you try all of that stuff, you're like, oh, the house does feel different. And I like the story.
And also, and then also going in within ourselves, knowing the inner energetic healings that we can do, and how we are all connected, especially with our intuition and awareness. That's huge. That's huge. Yeah, I just can't share that enough.
Well, no, and how we're connected, but also how we're connected with the earth. right? You know what I mean? How
Mother Nature, yeah.
it's like we're connected to each other, but it's like we're also connected to this earth that we're all part of. You know, and that's why
Yeah.
we've got like that's why everyone works together, I think. You know, that's how you build a community, that's how you build cities, that's how the world continues.
And that's the one huge message I'd like to share as well. We all are one, and we all are on this earth together. We have to help each other out. We have to help lift us all up. No, not through many years in the past where people, had to be the more powerful one. Like even in a personal life, someone will think they're better than that. No, they're better than that. It's like, no, we're all one people. We're all here. Let's uplift one another because that's going to benefit us all on this earth. That's what we have to do.
And I
keep
think
sharing that.
it's like we need each other, right? You can't be the leader if you don't have any followers.
Yeah.
So, it's like we can't if we don't have bread, if we don't have a baker. It's like we definitely need each other because I think we all have our own gifts that we bring to this world.
We
So
do.
it's
We
like,
do.
I can't build a house, make my own bread, do my electrical, I can't do everything. So it's just like, it's really a good, like, even like building of a house is such a good example of the human experience. It's like, it's
I love
everyone
that.
doing their little parts, right? At the
Yeah.
end, you have this magnificent thing that's your home, that's your dwelling, and you fill it with love.
Yeah. And because you had help from so many people coming together.
Yeah, it takes everybody, and then you help someone else, right? Then they're going to build their home, and you do your part, and you help them, and then next thing you know, we have this amazing city and this amazing world, and then we have airplanes, and
Yeah,
Okay,
I know. We're like even.
no, I was
What's
going to
that?
say,
So go ahead.
when you're done talking, Janet Lido would like a little reading, so I just thought I'd put her name out there in case, like, while we're
Was it
talking,
Janet
something
Lyra?
comes up for you. Yeah, I
Hi,
think it's
Janet. How are you?
Lino, but I'm not sure about my glasses. So looks like Lineo. Anyway,
I
I've
was going to
asked
say, spell it for me. I think I know who it is. Yes. That is awesome.
Linio. What, can you look at that and tell me?
There we go. Yes, it's Janet. Yeah. Janet Lyra?
Is it Lir? Okay,
Yes.
sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see the small.
I don't take mine on. I got to read through them. That sounds great. So how about we start doing that? We'll roll into some. Yes, anything that comes up. That sounds great. Because last week, actually, the first stuff came up for you, Sue.
I know,
And
so I
Spirit
thought
said,
I'd
okay,
put
tell
her
Sue
name
this is
out
for her.
there.
Yes. And once again, it could happen for you again, but that's okay. So I'm going to see what can come up. My young one's here, and we'll see. I always have a pen and paper ready because I write out things and jot things down. Okay, Janet, this is for you, my dear. Okay, I'm just going to start. This is cute. Once again, I share with people, I see a lot of symbols and a lot of putting pieces together of what I'm seeing, and it's so cute. And it's been funny because I know Janet, so it's funny. I'm being shown a pyramid, and like to me, a pyramid is energetic work, so divine work, and our connection and everything like that. And I'm seeing this crane pick up this pyramid and move it and it's actually moving it to anywhere that Janet Heart's desires. So it's kind of funny. Because I know Janet, in essence, she thought about moving before and stuff like that. And that message is seeing that anywhere she chooses, she can bring her divineness to any area she wants to go. So no one trusts that anywhere you go, Janet, you're gonna be prosperous, you're gonna be happy, and you're gonna be able to continue your energetic healing as well. But just know that's so cute. Okay. This is about a bit about the energy of everything. When you're in your good high vibration energy, I see you very prosperous again. Like I see you standing at a doorway of business, and you've got this big sign up there. And when you're and it's there's a sign that says E, and when it's really bright, this sign E for your energy, um, your door is open, and there's so many people flocking to you for business. Um, so no one to keep your energy high, you will bring that flocking of people in. When it's not as bright, there's going to be less people. So that's the message, to like really raise your energy, get your vibe going in there, get excited for what you're doing. Get the door open and you're letting them in. And even if it's a rainy day, they're gonna come in to see you. Okay. Yeah, there's messaging. Yeah, keep the lights on, keep your business going. It's happening for you. And it's about also, I'm being shown about different fashions and stuff like that of your choosing. And well, I know you love fashion stuff, so it's like there's different fashions, different clothing you're gonna pick and go through with this as well. Bright light. People are good. Yeah, people are being very you, and it's like once you get in there, one experience from some person might lead to another one to open up to do even more stuff. So just know and be open, because more things could come to you through that one person. Okay. So it's all good stuff coming. Oh, you're on mute.
Hop on, Melissa. Janet said that she's actually in the beginning stages of planning a new business as well. So that's why this kind of, I guess it's totally like resonates, because I said, just let us know if like it resonates with you so we can validate it. And that's what she sent back. So that's awesome.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great, Lana. Keep your vibe high, and people are coming. And pay attention when someone else is coming into your life. They can help you even in another direction, like to keep you going further. So be open to other people's like help as well to jump in with you. That's great. I'm so glad that came up for Janet.
I think it also kind of goes along with the heart open today, right? Because we were talking about being open, and I think it kind of goes along with that, her reading. So it
Yep.
maybe perfect to be doing this chakra. Like, you know what? And that's what I like,
Today, I know.
sometimes the message just has to flow through you, and sometimes you can't always make it like a table of contents.
That's so true.
That's what
And that's what I'm learning now. Like,
that's what I really like about when we do these Facebook lives, because it doesn't have to be the topic. Like if something comes up and it's super exciting for you, that's what you need to share today. And I guess because you're also, super open and super connected, I think that like you're going to basically dictate which chakra we talk about.
I know spirit comes in, and because my heart is so open, it's like that, like it's coming through. It's coming through. All about our heart brain coherence and our heart chakras coming in today. So yeah. Yep.
And
This is yeah.
Actually, last week, I think, like you had mentioned, or sometime you had mentioned before today, heartbreak, like you've been mentioning it the whole time. And, obviously, you know what order the chakras are in your body, but isn't it weird how that one kept sticking with you?
Yeah. It's like, okay, everybody has to hear about this now. This is the time, Melissa. People need to hear about the heart brain coherence now. So, yes, that's what came through.
I think, you know what, this is also really good too, because I think because of the situation of the way COVID is, and we're not able to be with our families, like, as big family gatherings, and, maybe our Christmas is going to look different and Halloween's going to look different. I think like people's hearts are hurting because not everyone has like four people in their bubble, or, has the opportunity to do stuff like that or connect with people. And, you know, if you're living alone and you can't necessarily go see your parents, like your heart hurts.
Yeah.
So I think it
That's
was
so true.
great for us to do this one today, because it's like, you know what, Christmas is coming. We just had Thanksgiving, and everyone needs to, like, okay, maybe physically you can't be with your parents, but it's like, or, you know, or your loved ones, or every single one of your loved ones. But you know what, like, so I think if you actually go into your heart and, you know, go in there and kind of sit in there and be in there for a little while, you can connect with them on like basically the heart brain coherence level. And you know
That's
what?
right. Yes.
All you've got, that it's pretty good. It's not so bad.
No. And going into and allow yourself to feel your emotions is so important, to let them, like, and bring them in and let them release. Yeah, because it's that's so important as well with the heart. It is. Yeah.
Okay. And any
So
final
I'm glad.
about heart brain coherence?
Oh, just everybody, every day, if I think if you can sit down and feel your heart and feel the connection there, and think of your loved ones, think of and feeling gratitude and compassion can help, is that's step one. Like, everybody can do this to start off. Once you can go in and feel that, and you can feel that shift in your emotions, take the time to feel that. It's a challenge. I challenge you all to go in there and feel that shift and of gratitude and compassion. It's your step one. Let's just start opening this up, and it's huge how we can just keep shifting and to feel this expansion in our life, to feel good, bring in more joy and more happiness, peace, into our everyday life, because that's where it starts, with our everyday lives.
Yeah. And I challenge everyone to do it and then don't do it and
With
compare them.
ourselves.
You know what I mean? I think Melissa just froze. Did we lose her again?
Oh no, there we go. We're back. Are we back? There
Yeah.
we
Did you hear
go.
what I said, Melissa? I was saying that
You know what?
like you were saying that they should try it every day, but my suggestion was, not only should you try it, but then make a conscious effort to not do it and see what your day is like, so you have something to compare to.
To do it every day. There we go, back now. Yep, I see you moving again. But I love that point, Sue. We'll just say it again. Every day, everybody can make a point of going in there and try to feel that.
I think you're freezing up again, sister.
It's a great beginning.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, sister. Yeah, I think we're
done.
I know, I think so too. But so yes, so everybody have that practice into the out this week, and then we'll see you guys all back next Wednesday we're gonna go back to our solar plexus, our third chakra. Awesome. I'm having a deja vu. Oh my God. And I just had a deja vu, Sue, and I'll tell you that shortly. I gotta call you. I've got a deja vu big time right now.
Okay, I hope it's a good one. But you know what, guys?
It is. It's all good. It's all good. I'll call you.
Okay.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we'll talk soon. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I'll call you. Bye-bye.